So in this video, I want to show you how you can manage um, your fabric to draft for big clients. Now, I know most times one issue we have is clients not bringing enough fabric or yardage that's needed in drafting. So I want to explain to you what I'm trying to do so you can learn as well to manage, because it is not every trouser pattern that works for every person's fabric. There are some fabrics you will bring, you will have to economize, and there are some patterns of trouser drafting that can help you to economize this fabric. So here I have ironed my fabric, mark out my baseline and my side lines, mark my 2 inches for the hemming or the folding, get my length of trouser, then get my crotch line by the hips over 4, then get my knee line. How did I get this line? I measure from this point to this point, divided the distance into 2 equal parts, and then I came up by 3. I measure from here to this point, divided by 2, and then came up by 3. That's how you get your knee line. So having gotten your knee line, now the next you will do, you know that if we use the plumb line, it will tend to increase or consume more fabric. But I want to show you another method you can use to achieve a perfect fit without the plumb line. So here you mark 1.5 inch at the ankle, 1.5 inch at the ankle, then mark 1 inch in at the knee line. You can say mark 1.25, but I'm trying to push the trouser to come this way. Then after you have gotten that, you connect these lines first. Connect these lines first, just like this. Connect them first, just this way. Then connect to your crotch point in this form. Then after this line, the next you will do now is to apply your measurement. So the hip we have is a hip of 51, which divided by 4 will give us 12.75. So here you mark 12.75, just this way, and then mark extra 2 inches, right? And then our knee circumference we have is a knee of 19. So 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. So such cases I will mark at 10. That's 20. I mark at 10. And then the ankle is 16 by 4 by 2 is 8, right? So you mark 8 inches here. So you don't need to put extra allowance at the ankle. So now, because of the nature of this person, the person seems to be big, but then I will try to show you how you can as well connect the trouser. But the essence of this video is to show you how to economize fabric to be able to enter the back panel. So here, the waist panel, the waist is 41. That's 12 and 10 1/4. If you divide by 4, 10 1/4, you mark 10 1/4 plus extra 1 inch on the waist. And after which, connect from here to this very point, just like this. And then you take your hip cuff, your armhole cuff, make a cuff connection from this point to this very edge, right? And then take your hip cuff as well, then carefully connect these lines from here, connect the lines to move all through to this very point. So this is how it is. And then you put your pocket point 7.5. Because we have a bigger client, you increase some measurement 7.5, and here you put 2.5. Then slant by half an inch 0.5. Use your hip cuff and connect as well in this manner. So after this, the next you also do is to cross check if the back panel will enter here. So how do you know? First and foremost, this trouser we have back elastic and front rope. So I'm going to raise the panel by 4 inches, right? Remember, so I will just place 4 inches here and then get my new crotch 15.5. That's for the back crotch depth, right? Because we are raising by 4. Then I will extend 2 inches here as well. Then 17. So at point 15.5, we are looking for 17, right? So let's look at that. Then from here, you mark 15.5 somewhere here, and then you now look for 17 to check if it will enter. So here we have it to be 16.5, 16 1/4. So it's because of the panel, the smaller one here, there's one fabric here that is short, right? But the rest will enter. So what I will do is I will make do with these two. Then I will cut out this. Then by cutting I will cut out this one. The one under is not enough, but this is how you can, cross-check your fabric before cutting. So that you will know what processes or what method you could use to achieve your perfection, right? So since I have only 1 inch left on this one, 1 inch is what I needed, I think, to still go, because when I do my crotch, I can reduce it from here. So now you will cut. So this is kind of a confirmation process you can use to confirm that your fabric will be enough if you are confused. So immediately you see that the customer's hip is 50 plus and the fabric is not up to 60 by width. You don't need to use the plumb line anymore. You have to improvise. And how do you improvise? By this method of trouser. So I only use this mostly on Ankara, chinos like draftings, and all these casual two-piece outfits. I use this type of trouser drafting to get it done. It's easy actually. So cut all through that way, and then you also cut from here as well. From here. So this is it. So, now, once you have cut out trousers in this form, it's advisable that you pin them. You pin. If you observe, I pin the fabric. So you also pin the trouser panel. Most tailors don't use pin. Pin is not for fancy. It's for your job. So you need to buy pins, often. Use them in working. It will help to save you some stress and error. Some of them, their teeth, their mouth is not sharp. So, you have to still watch the ones you buy. So pin at interval. So that this is what it is. Pin at interval. Pin them at interval. Pin them at interval. So you just pin. So now, let's draft the back as well, so that you see the full clip on how the back is being drafted. So all you need to do now is to, fling it this way. There are 3 fabrics here. It's the same person that owns it. Please don't use someone else's measurement in drafting your trouser, right? So make sure you use the same client's measurement. So here you arrange this properly, just like this. Remember that the back panel will be raised by 4 inches, right? So that 4 inches, we are raising the back panel, like I said, is to enable us have the back elastic cut together with the back band cut together with the back panel. So this is just, I think, 1 inch shorter here. I will make do with it, the other one. So here you raise it by 4 inches, right? So you raise the back panel by 4 inches. 4 inches. So this is 4, because we are cutting together the back band. So here you extend the crotch here by 2 inches. Before you do that, you mark your line, you bring out the crotch depth, and then you add 2 inches all along, 2 inches all along, 2 inches all along, 2 inches all along, 2 inches all along. Then join them in twos. The first to the second, second to the third, third to the fourth, fourth to the last, and the back extension here will be 2.5, and here will be 2 or 2.5 as well. So you connect this way, and then with the help of your armhole curve as well, you make your curve that go all through this way. So after which you cut it out, you cut it out. So this is how it is going so far. You cut it out, cut out this as well. Then carefully you cut all through this way. You cut out through this way. This is it. You cut out through this way. So here we have cut out the front and the back panel. So if, as you can see how I manage this fabric, now this will help you to as well control fabric usage, fabric spoilage and everything. So if you have derived value from this, you will do well to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Note, to subscribe is free. You get, you're not paying to subscribe, just to be notified when I make or post new videos. They don't pay to subscribe, right? This is a free subscription. So you just extend the lines all through, and then you cut it out. Cut it out. So the front and the back panel is done. Now the one that is shorter inside, look at it. I will slit it from here. Look at the little gap. I think one quarter. So I will just slit it from here. So you see the reason or the essence of pinning. When you pin your fabric, it tends to hold it firmly. It will shift from its position, right? So this is, I think, 1 inch, 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch. So that was what was short. So I will make do with the back panel when I'm joining, right? That one I will know how to couple it. It's still going to work. As long as you have extra inch at the back waistline, it will still work very well. So here, this is how it is. So the front and back panel has been properly drafted. So now it's now time to mark the chocks to differentiate the front and the wrong side. So you raise them in twos. Already the first one has a chalk, so you mark here, mark here. So raise the second one as well. Mark here, mark here, mark here, mark here. So just mark them in twos. So this is it. Right, so the next thing you do is, the components of the flap, zip fly, the what's it called, the pocket facing, the front band, all those things, you assemble them. The rope will be cut we'll buy a jogger's rope with this. So for the band, we are going to just drag out this fabric from here, and then we're going to cut the band from here. So with this one here, it will be ideal, it will be good for band. So let me measure the front waistline and see what I have there. I think I have the front waistline. We have this 11 zip of 3, let's say 15 will be okay. No, 15. Yeah, this is perfect for it. So we are going to cut the band from here. So you carefully arrange all of this just like this, and then we are measuring all through. We are measuring this all through this way, and then you mark a fresh baseline. Always mark a fresh baseline whenever you are cutting a new component, so that you don't have a rumpled or, you know. So 4.5. So that's it. So you can cut straight if your hand is straight enough. You can mark your line as well and also cut. So the front band now has been cut. Remember that the back panel, the band was cut together with the back panel, right? So this is the band. So I'm okay with this. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.